appreciate it. I just so you're new in the square here. You just
No.
you've been.
This truck has been in here since the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So this is my brother's truck. In
Sorry?
the back.
Oh,
This
okay.
is my brother's truck.
Oh, your brother's truck. Okay.
So he's
Hi. How are you?
he's the guy that is kind of telling truckers if we're going up or if we're not going up. He's like there's 3 trucks. This one, the other one, and the yellow Bronco right there.
Right.
They're all our trucks.
Oh, they're all yours.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're the one deciding which trucks come in, which ones
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
and like that way we know who we're with.
Okay. Okay. I see.
So there's no like, how can I say, undercover cop with us.
Okay. Okay. I got you. So you've been here since day one, and how are you guys feeling right now? Are you guys in good spirits? And
We're in good
Yeah.
spirits. We're here to fight, and we'll fight till the end, until it's over.
Okay.
If it's not over, we're not leaving.
Okay. How do you feel about what Justin Trudeau said today about the? Well, I guess it didn't pass, did it?
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Okay. How did you feel about that when he said that? Do you get the sense that maybe he doesn't know what to do, or?
No, he doesn't really know what to do. He's looking for attention, and he's trying to like say a thing that he knows, like he's looking like he's knowing what he's doing, but he doesn't. Everybody knows when we're listening to him, we're hearing only bullshit. I'm sorry,
Right.
but we're hearing bullshit, and we know what we're talking about because we're living it here.
Okay.
And whatever he says, we know, like we can tell this. Like,
Yeah.
how can I say this? We can tell when he's lying to us,
Yeah.
and when he's not, and we can hear it in his voice when he's scared.
What would be your ideal outcome? What would you like to see happen here? What would be your if you had your like utopian way of coming to a resolution here? What would that look like?
Well, the mandates for first.
Okay.
If those
So and obviously end the mandates.
the mandates Trudeau to taken down Legault also, because they're doing too much things. It's impossible like to be that stupid and still be running. I'm sorry, but it's impossible. Like he needs to come down.
So and you guys are here to stay.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate your time. I thank you so much for talking to me. I know it's late and it's Tuesday night, but we'll be back. My name's Ottawa Scotty. I've got a YouTube channel. I've been down here since the 29th as well. So now you know who I am and you know my face. And sorry, what's your first name? Carol? Okay. Thank you so much for speaking to me, Carol. I really appreciate your time, and we'll see you around. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, Carol. Okay, so that's Carol. She's pulled her truck sort of right into the middle here. How are you? Can I get that on camera for a sec? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got.
Hey man, you have any some extra booster for me?
Oh my God, that's funny. That's great, man. Yeah. This guy's syringes sticking out his head. I love it. Oh yeah. All right, guys.
Boxes underneath the truck. You think you can fucking find
All right, guys. That's been a pretty good night hanging with you, Ottawa Sky. Just a quick little part 3 to our night here. Paul. I really hope that. Guys, I'm like the truckers at this point. I really would like to see this wrapped up, and I don't, as it currently stands, I don't see an end to this. These guys say they're not leaving. They're obviously very determined and motivated. It doesn't seem like they're stressed out at all. It seems like they're comfortable. So I don't get it. I don't understand. And then the government seems to just be floundering, I guess. It doesn't seem like they really have a plan or a solution, and they refuse to negotiate. So that's the biggest one. Trudeau, I think, massively underestimated with this group of people, and here we are in this sort of stalemate situation. A lot of people feel strongly about this, guys, and we've had a lot of very emotional testimonies here on U Ottawa Scotty. Let's see what's going on here. This is the Rideau Center that's been closed. This is a very sort of touchy point of contention for Ottawa residents. Hudson Bay and Saks off 5th. Entry closed. Okay, please use George Street entrance. Entry temporarily closed. Okay, so this is one of the... hi, how are you? So let's have a look at some of the signs on the Rideau Center. This is one of the complaints of the Ottawa residents, is that the Freedom Convoy has kind of kept a lot of businesses closed down here. So that's one of the grievances of the Ottawa residents. One of many. Let's have a look at this. For everyone's safety, masks are mandatory when visiting our property. Thank you. So this is the Rideau Center, which remains closed. Rideau Center is closed. There's a lot of animosity towards the Freedom Convoy. There's a lot of fear involved here. An awful lot of fear. Yeah. Let's check out down here. We'll see. We've sort of passed the line of the Freedom Convoy, where I'm walking back to my car. I'll take you through the market. It's a completely different vibe. You cross there, and it's like almost feels like what I would imagine Woodstock would feel like. Peace, love, and unity. And we come into this section, and very different vibe down here. We have a lot of angry businesses and residents. Let's see what we have here. We've got some artwork here. Wonder if this has anything to do with the Freedom Convoy. It looks like it might. We've got people wearing masks. Please wear a mask. Please wear a mask. Clean hands. Clean hands save lives. So this is obviously some kind of a counter protest here. Looks like we have another piece of artwork. I wonder what this is. Looks to be plywood, actually. Hi. Looks to be plywood. Several big pieces of plywood art erected here. Let's see what this one here says. It's a picture of a nurse, presumably with a mask on. There's a virus, a purse, and some more viruses. Somebody has written scam on this. And yeah, that's kind of interesting. So there's some very polarizing attitudes in the city with respect to the Freedom Convoy. It's a hot topic, very sensitive topic amongst friends and family, and really, let's see what Warning, broken glass, be careful. Warning, broken glass, be careful. 3 warnings, mask required for service. At this time, dining rooms and washrooms are currently closed. Sorry for any inconvenience. Let's see what this says. Ontario Public Health Safety Measures require screening questionnaire. This is McDonald's. It's part of the Ontario government's ongoing efforts to keep Ontario safe. You have the following symptoms or signs. Okay, so this COVID. I think the McDonald's might be closed, but this is McDonald's on Rideau Street. So that's some interesting change in vibe, and just a very. Here's another business here. Mask required. So mask required. Yeah. Hi.
What's up? Yeah.
Come here. Oh, 1 second.
Come here.
No, I'm not. The guy's trying to be. We got police here. Oh, the police are in the bus shelter. There's always fights going on in here. Actually, there's a lot of. We've witnessed a lot of assaults, and look at this, awful. There's garbage everywhere, trash everywhere. There's some. It's actually interesting. There's some shit on the ground over there. Just really. Quite a different vibe in this part of town, that's for sure. Coming into the Byward Market, we've got our police blockades. Very quiet, very quiet. Big concrete barriers up. Usually these aren't up. Completely different vibe down here. So guys, you probably experienced this in your own lives, a lot of conflict and a lot of people arguing about various viewpoints and all that kind of stuff. I guess that's the most infectious thing about the Freedom Convoy is that there's I haven't experienced any of that. It's just a lot of people seem to be having fun and relaxed, happy. Never seen so many happy people in one place. And then, I see the exact opposite in my personal life when talking to people that are actually very angry with me, with what I'm doing, and angry with each other, arguing about various aspects of COVID and the Freedom Convoy. I think this has been one massive human tragedy. Everybody's frustrated. And here we are, the Freedom Convoy. RCMP in the market with the blockades, the concrete barriers. Check out part 1 of my live stream tonight. Really interesting live stream. We went out to see the Nicholas Bridge truckers. We were very received with a very nice welcome. offered food, got a little tour of their trailers. We had a good time with those guys. It was nice hanging with those guys. Gay bars in the other direction. Byward Market is not always the safest place, actually. There's a lot of you guys can probably feel my mood changing right now, and that's for a specific reason. You, Ottawa Scotty, is considered a friend within the lines of the Freedom Convoy, but outside of the convoy, I'm considered, I'm considered an enemy, I guess.
Yes, sir.
A lot of guys, I don't know what to say. Just a lot of conflict in my life, and I really hope that I don't get myself into any kind of trouble doing this. My only original hope was just to come down there and figure out what's going on, and I'll just share how that came about. On the 29th of January, was working in Ottawa. I'm actually a registered piano tuner. I've spent a big portion of my life working on pianos, fixing, tuning, repairing, rebuilding. That's one of the many things that I do. Thank you. Thank you, Kier. Milan, Kier says, "You become one of our most important journalists of our time. You'll be remembered in history. That's legacy. That's forever." Thank you, Kier. These are the comments that kind of keep me going. I will be perfectly honest with you. I have been thinking about speaking to lawyers and trying to figure out where I stand in all this. And there's a lot of people in the Freedom Convoy that are saying things to me tonight, and I don't really know if I like people saying that. They're saying stuff to me like, well, we're here because of you. You know, you convinced us to come here, and I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Jesus. Anyways, what was I saying? I'll just take you guys on a little tour here. Might as well. As I was saying, I'm a registered piano technician. I come in about maybe 3 or 4 times a month to Ottawa to just do tuning and repairing people's pianos. I happened to be coming in on the 29th, and I was working downtown. As I got downtown, I saw the Freedom Convoy actually get to town and set up. But on my way to town, I had CBC radio on, and I was listening to CBC radio. I forget what academic was on the radio, but they were talking about the Freedom Convoy, talking about various aspects of it, and really sounded to me like a hit piece. They were talking about dangerous ideas. That was the one thing that stuck with me, was dangerous ideas, dangerous ideology, neo-Nazi ideals. The word Nazi came up several times in that radio interview. Thank you for your super chats, guys. Really appreciate it. And guys, I'm you, Ottawa Scotty, and this is my city. I know this city really well. I've been here all my life. Truckers are coming to my city, so I just figured, hey, I'm gonna go down here. CBC seems to have formed an opinion that's what first got me interested in the Freedom Convoy. So I went down that night right after work and started interviewing. And here we are, almost 3 weeks later, still doing interviews. And this has been a life-changing experience. I've learned how to listen to people, and I've learned a lot about COVID and the effect that it has had on people that the effect it has had on people. It's really been a humbling experience, to say the least. I have no idea how this is going to end, or how I'm going to get out of this, or what. I just have no idea. I'm just like the truckers. I would like to move on with my life, and I'm sure all of you want to move on with your lives too, you know? So we all just want to get on with it. We have a social capacity here. I think we can lock people down for 3 months. I'm going to show you guys something. There's some arguments happening right now. I just don't like being here. I don't like being here. I'm just going to get out of here. This is a safe area of town. There's nothing wrong with this area, but I just don't like being here. Yeah. Trust your gut. That's what I'm trying to do each day. I'm doing my best here, boys and girls. Trust in the gut. Oh, here, let's have a look at this lamppost here. It says, call out any white supremacy in your community. Has a picture of a dog taking a dump on a red hat, and this is presumably a Make America Great Again hat. It's red, got some white writing here. The dog pooping. It says peace sign. It's just I don't understand this. I don't understand where this comes from. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I haven't met a single white supremacist. I don't understand how this could possibly be about white supremacy or rape. Like, I don't get it. It's, to me, I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to go to the Freedom Convoy and find the white supremacists. We're trying to seek them out. If you guys check my trucker interviews, number 1, you'll see that I did find one Nazi flag. It was a guy with a Nazi symbol on his sign. I actually interviewed him and asked him why he had a swastika on his sign, and he said he was comparing the Legault government to Nazi Germany. Probably a bad idea to put a swastika on your sign, because, you know, especially in this day and age, somebody's going to snap a picture of that and run with it. But thankfully, old boy Ottawa Scotty actually interviewed that guy, and we got to the bottom of it. We found out why he had the swastika on his sign. That was the only one I found. It had nothing to do with racism, though. That's my point. Bob Cajun, you are doing more than CBC has done 20 years. Thanks. I just hope that I can get out of this unscathed. And when I say unscathed, like, I'm talking about, like, with a job, without everybody hating me, without my family hating me. You know, that's part of the reason that, you know, we do these interviews, and that's what people tell us. They feel marginalized by society. They feel pushed out. They don't really have a choice. It's get vaccinated or lose your job, really. Police right there. I think here's another police van right here. Oh, that's a truck. Lots of undercover police. So anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure hanging out with yous. I really appreciate all the kind of messages that you all sending. I did have to take a couple days there. We had to take a couple days off, just make things right with the old family. I think they get it now. I think they understand why we're down here. I hope they can understand it. Gailey says, did any trucks leave? Is there any more blockade? There are a few vacancies, like a few trucks have left, but they haven't really left. They just moved around. There are more trucks down there tonight, as far as I'm concerned. My general vibe is I think that there's more trucks down there tonight. There's a lot of trucks down there. Galilee, a lot of trucks. Yeah, just a lot of them. Sam Wise, thank you for your super chats. Really appreciate it. A guy from Canada says it's identity politics, a tactic used by the left to keep us divided and distracted. I would agree with that full-heartedly. Identity politics. It seems like Trudeau wants us to remain fearful of each other. But as you can see from the truckers, I just want to mention one pretty powerful part of tonight's live streams. Right in the beginning moments, I was very, sort of not scared, but apprehensive of going to talk to the Nicholas Bridge Convoy, thinking that they might not accept me. They actually, it was quite the opposite. They invited me in immediately, offered me food, shelter, invited me into their home, and actually, I was asking them if they felt like the Freedom Convoy was their safe space, and one gentleman replied in a very interesting, curious way. He said, no, that's not true. He said, this is everybody's safe space. So I thought that was a very powerful moment there, because he's letting everybody know that it's not just about the truckers' safe spaces, that we should be kind to everybody. And yeah, I'll just end it there, guys. It's been a pleasure hanging out with yous all. And stick with me through the week here. You like the U Ottawa Scotty YouTube's channel, you like the U Ottawa Scotty vibes, please like, subscribe, spread my content around. I'm trying to just get some truth out there. And I'll be down here all week as much as I possibly can. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned to my community posts. I'll be on tomorrow, guys. Been a pleasure. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Alright, I just want to add something to the end of this stream here. This is, I had to cut my stream short, so I was recording this, and I want to point out something. What Scotty was doing is he walked away from the protest where the truckers were, and he was basically looking for white supremacy and you know, just looking for the any problems, you know, because people were saying that that the truckers are violent and they're doing all these bad things. Well, what did he find when he went away from the protest where there was no truckers and people that were supporting the truckers? He found trash, somebody harassing him, poop on the ground in spots, and he really didn't feel safe there. So the trucker protest is cleaning up the area where they're at. They're feeding the homeless, and they're taking care of them. They're giving a warm place to sleep in the tents, and some of them are getting to sleep in some of their other outfits that they have there. And that's what's happening. And he's just pointing this out. And you know, his family doesn't really like what he's doing, but he's just a journalist. He's not slanted one way or the next. And I think he even said he's been jabbed. And he's interviewed a whole bunch of people that have been jabbed, sometimes 2 or 3 times with the booster. And those people aren't anti-vaxxers, which is not a vaccine. It's an RNA deal. It's experimental, so you can't really call it a vaccine. So you're anti-experimental medicine is the best way to call it. That's hurting healthy people, and that's a fact. But anyway, my point is as soon as he got off of the streets where the protests were and walked a couple of blocks, he found trash, poop, and homeless people harassing him. So those homeless people obviously need to go where the truckers are and get some free food and get taken care of and, you know, get some help. But, you know, there's no terrorist or people with Nazi flags. And the one flag that he said that he found that was a Nazi flag was actually a sign, and it was comparing the Nazis to somebody else, and he wasn't supporting the Nazis. So, you know, the media just takes that one sign and just runs with it. So anyway, this is the last part of the stream. I was recording it. It's going to be uploaded pretty soon. This will be the last part of the 12-hour stream that I did on February the 15th. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be streaming more of this stuff tomorrow. Well, this is going to be a recording, so it doesn't matter what time it is. But anyway, stay free.